We were laughing and drinking when Corey said, "Have you guys watched this new series called Squid Games?" I'm not a big fan of web series as they take a lot of time to finish. No, I haven't, but everyone in my office was talking about it last week. What is it about? Jonah replied. It's basically a thriller where childhood games become dangerous in real life. Like someone who fails to play by the rules gets killed. I see. What kind of childhood games? Well, like tug of war, marble games, and especially red light, green light. Oh yes, I remember the last one. Didn't we used to play that a lot when we were kids? Hell yeah. Old memories started to come back again as we four childhood friends sat in my living room and laughed about it. Jonah, Corey, me, and Oliver all grew up in the same neighborhood, playing and studying together. With time, we all drifted apart, but somehow after 10 years, we have reunited once again. It was Oliver who made it all happen. He has always been the friend in need, no matter how much we pranked him in our childhood days. After 10 years, Oliver connected with each one of us, and we agreed to meet for a house party in my Los Angeles home. As we all sat together with delicious dishes and drinks, we started cherishing each other's company once again. While we talked about the Squid Games, Oliver interrupted, saying, "Do you guys remember how you used to slap me on the head when playing red light, green light?" Jonah took a big bite of a chicken leg and said, "You mean that statue game, right? That's what I've been telling you guys." Corey replied, "I felt a bit embarrassed because we really did bully Oliver a lot when he was a kid. He used to be chubby back then, and we always found a way to make him the one calling out so that we can play the game and slap him on the head after reaching the finish line." I laughed awkwardly and said, "Yeah, we were such stupid and mean kids back then." Oliver smiled and again said, "Well, it's fine. I never minded." Suddenly, Jonah got up and slapped him on the head, saying, "Of course not. You never had a mind, bro." Corey laughed out loud, but I didn't like this joke at all. I told him he was drunk and crossing a line, which he shouldn't. I could see a wave of repressed anger lurking in Oliver's face, but he didn't say anything. He just got up and went to the kitchen to get more drinks. As soon as he was out of sight, I yelled at Jonah and Corey, "Guys, we aren't kids anymore. Oliver took the initiative bringing us back again. Please, respect him." I knew they ignored my lecture on how to treat Oliver. I got up and went to the kitchen to help him. He was standing near the fridge. I said in a calm voice, "Don't mind them. They have always been jerks. I apologize on their behalf, man." "It's fine. I am happy to see you change. You might be the lucky one tonight." "What do you mean by that?" "I have a surprise for you guys. Come on, let's go." Saying this, he walked away and I followed him with mixed feelings. Oliver stood in the middle of the living room and said, "I have a hidden gift for you guys inside this house. We will play a little game until one of you finds it." We all looked at him with surprise, not knowing what the hell he was trying to do. He said, "I'll turn off the power and it'll become dark. Then you all will split up looking for that gift. Trust me, you won't be disappointed when you find it. The winner will leave with an exciting prize. What do you say? Shall we play?" "Well, there's nothing wrong with going back to our childhood days. I don't mind either. Let's do it then." Oliver went to the main switch and turned off the power. My two-story fancy house sunk in darkness in just a wink. I was so confused because I couldn't even tell when Oliver planned all this. Actually, we did ignore him the entire evening like we always did. Maybe he used that opportunity to set it all up. Oliver stood in the dark and said, "Remember, you can move the entire night until you hear red light from me. So, let the game begin." He lit up 3 candles and handed them to each one of us. I asked him, "What about his candle?" He replied, "I can see in the dark pretty well. It will make things even more exciting." We split up and started to search the house for the gift that Oliver has kept for us. I went straight to my bedroom upstairs and was looking for the thing when I heard Oliver say, "Red light." I became a statue immediately. I was sure Jonah and Corey did the same too. 10 minutes went by and I suddenly heard a metal vase falling on the floor. I heard Corey saying, "Jonah, please don't break things." I couldn't help but laugh, thinking she's out of the game and has spoken in statue mode. More time went by and I expected Corey to argue her way out to get back in the game. But I didn't hear her say anything after that. Oliver yelled again, "Green light!" I made my way downstairs. I was about to take the last step when someone grabbed my hand and whispered, "Paul, Call 911, please. Oliver has gone mad. I saw in the dim candlelight it was Jonah. His face was like a white sheet. What are you saying? I asked. Oliver, he is following the Squid Game theme. Call 911. We must get out of this house. Jonah was about to say more when we heard Oliver's voice from a close distance. Red light. He entered our room with Corey's candle in hand and stopped. He lifted his other hand, and what I saw made my heart jump right out of my chest. He was holding Corey's severed head in his other hand. He gave the sickest smile and said, "She moved. She lost." Fair enough, right? She won't be able to slap me in the head ever again. If I move now, I will be his next victim. Jonah also stood like